What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel for the start of something very special. Obviously, the release of FIFA 22 has happened on EA Access, and we have jumped in to start our first career mode on FIFA 22. I wanted to give career mode a bit of a shot. I am more of a football manager guy, to be perfectly honest, but I wanted to see what the new FIFA has in store. So I wanted to start a new manager career mode. We've decided we're going to take control of Real Madrid, and that is largely because I just want to see how well Camavinga can progress in this year's FIFA, sorry. Words, Steve. So let's jump into it. You're going to see the setup, and I'm going to talk to you guys why I picked Real Madrid. So guys, we are starting this career mode with Real Madrid. As you can see, we are all set up here. The domestic success is going to be critical. Continental success is also critical, the same as brand exposure. Surprise, surprise, Real Madrid don't care about financial implications, and they have a low rating for youth development as well. Obviously, it's nice to see the little information on the right-hand side of the screen about Real Madrid, obviously founded in 1902. The transfer budget, very large. I don't know why it's in dollars. I will change that back to pounds very shortly, but $177 million is ridiculous. We've got a nice big club worth as well. The kits look nice this year, and obviously we are playing in the Santiago Bernabeu. This is how we're going to start, guys. Transfer window is going to be enabled. I'm actually going to turn international job offers off. There's the currency, so we will turn that back into sterling. European competitions enabled. I'm actually going to have strict transfer negotiations. Half-length 6 match difficulty is going to be set as legendary, guys. So this is going to be a real interesting one, and we are going to advance into things now. Are you ready to shine? Yes, I am. I certainly am. As I mentioned, the main reason for me wanting to be Real Madrid, whilst it's going to be interesting to see what players we can bring into Real Madrid, they are obviously going to have I'm just going to save it as that. They are obviously going to have some unreal talents in the game, but also that ability to attract big game talents as well. Look at this, by the way. I've not really changed my manager too much because obviously we are on the EA Access. I just kind of want to get into things. He's got a little bit more hair than me, but we move. We are going to play in the pre-season one. I think we shall play. Usually I just go for the one with the most prize money, so we will do that one as well. Some interesting clubs in there, and we are up and running. Obviously the squad is going to be an interesting one. It's set up as a false 9 at the moment. Sharpness, fitness, morale, yeah, we know all about those main attacking styles. I think formation wise, I don't really like Benzema as a false 9, and I don't think they've got the players to play right and left midfielders. So I think if we go for a 4-2-3-1 narrow, and then we will, this is where it's going to have controversy, isn't it? So I think I'm going to do this, and I know people are going to absolutely kill me for this, but this is what we're going to do. I love Casemiro. I think he's great, but for FIFA, probably not the one. So I'm going to drop Camavinga there, move Hazard to Cam. Vinicius Jr. is going to come in there. Oh, I've got Valverde, haven't I? Valverde playing alongside Camavinga. That's a bit of a masterclass, to be honest. I think they're both young enough and agile enough to be very good players in those positions. Obviously, with the 4-star weak foot for Valverde, but 4-star skill moves for Camavinga. Very interesting. Obviously, we're going to have Bale on the right-hand side, Benzema up top, Vinicius Jr., Alaba alongside Gabriel Milito is a very good partnership for FIFA. Sorry, Marcelo, you just don't make the cut, my G. We are going to prioritize Rodrigo over Vasquez, I think. And then is there anyone else here that I feel like I'm missing out on? Not really. I'm not overly fussed about Asensio. And obviously everyone else. I think we do need a striker on the bench. So let's move Jovetic in for Isco. And then it bothers me that these are not in the right order, guys. So let's rotate all of these around. There we go. For some reason, guys, OCD is prime for me, so that is what we're going to run with. This is going to be the team. Obviously, we've got Casemiro down here. I think I'm going to bring in ahead of Toni Kroos, and that is going to be the team that we are going to run with. For me, I think Gareth Bale's okay, but we will be looking at replacing Gareth Bale. I think he's not really offering me too much, but I'm wondering if that's because I'm trying to play him as a central attacking midfielder. Where is the 4-2-3-1 wide? Does that make Gareth Bale any better? It does. Let's switch those around. Okay, so this is what we'll do then. We'll keep them as the wide players, and then hopefully I can use him to cut inside. It makes him slightly better at an 82, but I am quite happy with this team as things stand, but a right winger might be on the list of things that we look for moving forward. Obviously, we're going to go through things as much as we humanly can. Transfer market info, we're absolutely fine with that. Good morning, boss. Youth Academy, intro to the Youth Academy. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through these guys, but as you can see here, we've already got a player here, Janssen, who could be a 90 rated player already, just off the bat, just because we're Real Madrid. Is absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Vision and expectation. I kind of run through this a little bit, but obviously the brand exposure is critical as well. Get 10 wins in the league and signs 3 players from Europe. That's interesting. We also need to have domestic success. They want us to win the league and win the cup. Pressure. And they also want us to win the Champions League, but obviously we're in the current group stage. They within the same season signed 3 crucial players and make profit of 86 million. How on earth are we going to do both of those things in one season? That's going to be interesting. To sign 3 players but make that much money in profit, it's going to be very interesting. Sign 1 player on our youth academy, assigned to the defender position, okay, and sign at least 2 players younger than 20 years old with a potential greater than the average overall rating of the players currently in the same position. Words. First scout report. Right then, this is where the scouts need to try and step up, and those are some just dreadful suggestions for Real Madrid. This Luis Javier Suarez maybe as an option. I'm quite happy with Benzema. Let's go through these as well, setting up a scouting network. I will come back and do all this at a later date, guys, but obviously things are quite tight in terms of time, but we're Real Madrid, you know, we've already got really good scouts. I need to hire some youth execs. Let's find some youth. We are all about developing the youth, so let's hire a youth scout. This guy here, 4-star experience, 5-star judgment, is pretty good. Let's hire Alfonso from Spain, and let's hire Dumas maybe, or the Greek guy. 4-star, 4-star is quite considerably cheaper, and his judgment's pretty similar. I don't know if this works. Scout will judge better judgment and find higher quality players, larger number of players with the experience. We want the elite level players. So, also in the top right, you've probably seen our budget has changed into pounds. So we've got 126 million pounds to go with today. Obviously, I'm going to set these scouts up at a later date. I'm kind of rushing through things just for this first episode, just to get things done. I just wanted to show you what we're doing with the team, and I wanted you guys to let me know if you had 126 million to spend on players for this specific Real Madrid team, what would you do with it? I quite like Vinicius Jr. I think he's a good little player. I am less impressed with Gareth Bale. I think Eden Hazard could be a fantastic central attacker midfielder for us. But there we go. We've got a training day here. I'm just going to jump through this, and you guys are just going to see what the rating is at the end of the training. But I will say I do want to try some of this because I've not touched FIFA 22 at all yet. This is my first experience of gameplay. So I'm going to try the drills and see what it's like, and then we'll get into a game. I will say, just on doing this as a drill straight off the rip, it feels pretty different to FIFA 21. Obviously, I've not played FIFA 21 for a while, since we were doing the Pro Club stuff, but it definitely feels different. The body check there from Carvajal coming in quite nicely. Oh dear, I've been absolutely rinsed by Gareth Bale there, but he's missed. And we can get the clearance and we get the points. Looks like we're going to get an A for this one, as long as we stop him here, which we have done. Looking like we're securing the A, but in terms of defending, guys, seems relatively manual thus far, which I am absolutely buzzing for. I hate the old school style of FIFA defending where there's no real skill to it. I fouled him there, but it doesn't really matter. There's no real skill to it, and you can just progress. A in our first drill. You love to see it. Bearing in mind I'm doing this one with midfielders, the close control, look at this, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm not doing this anywhere near as quickly as I could do it, and I'm missing a few targets as well, but that is absolutely fantastic. Bearing in mind I was Modric there, I wasn't necessarily someone with ecstatic dribbling. The dribbling feels really good, feels really responsive thus far. Very, very impressed with FIFA 22 so far. Now let's see what the passing is all about. Okay guys, so I actually struggled with that one a little bit more, but we've eventually got the A. It took me a couple more times. And one of the times was because I just drilled it into the net before I was told to. But the passing seems pretty good so far as well, so we will see those results. It will be A's all across the board for all the boys there. As you can see, very, very impressed with the training sort of side of things so far. We're going to advance the simulation a little bit, and now it's time to play our first game. Obviously, we are taking on Shanghai Port, obviously from the Chinese Super League is part of this. Obviously, we are playing on Legendary, so I really need to be as aware as possible. It's going to be a good little run out for us. I'm going to play this one, and then we'll sim some of the others. And then it's over to you guys to help me in terms of how best to spend my money. Obviously, I'm going to set up the youth. Ooh, bit laggy. I'm going to set up the youth setup, get the youth scouts going, but obviously I have an abundance of cash to spend, so I need you guys. Oh, come on, Benzema. I need you guys to tell me how best to spend that and how you would spend that. I'm ideally looking for youth prospects that I can play alongside Camavinga, Valverde, people like that, just to try and get the best out of the youth in this setup. But here we go, Real Madrid versus Shanghai Port. Obviously, it's not the hardest game we will have this year. Actually feels a little bit laggy, so maybe I need to take a look at my settings moving forward. So I apologize, guys. I hope it's all okay for you. But Vinicius Jr., we gave the ball away relatively quickly there. As I said, this is my first experience of FM. It's just a habit. FIFA 22 gameplay. We're gonna try and press here. But the player switching still seems to be a little bit of an issue. Camavinga, as I'm trying to press him forward, isn't really doing the business. Ferland Mendy miles out of position already. That's good to know how he plays. 3 of my 4 defenders are in bright red boots as well, which is going to be interesting to keep an eye on. Ferland Mendy again looking like he's going to be in Ultimate Team very, very similar to how he was last year. Holding the ball up with Benzema. Trying to release Gareth Bale down this right-hand side. Doesn't really happen. Team from Shanghai doing all right so far. As are we. Obviously, Legendary AI is sort of my first experience with this, as I mentioned. First game in charge. Would be very nice to get a comprehensive victory, but it is only pre-season. Results do not matter. Good interception there, David Alaba. Hazard's dropping very deep at the moment, which I'm not fully against, but he's trying to get on the ball as that central attacking midfielder. He stepped up out of the line there. Camavinga's going to have some work to do here. Defensively, I think we're okay. I don't think we need vast improvements. As I concede a rather sweaty goal. Shouldn't really allow the ball to come back from that byline, but it is what it is, isn't it? We're learning still. Any kickoff glitches in FIFA 22 already? I wonder if there is something that one of you guys will be able to find out relatively quickly. I'm enjoying Camavinga already. He seems like a really good prospect. I'm excited to see if I'm allowed the time how he can develop and grow, because I've heard and I've seen on Twitter already from some of the players, some of the people who have played career mode already, that the board are very, very harsh and you get sacked pretty easily on FIFA 22 career mode so far. So I'm hoping that it's not is that 2-0? It is. Jesus Christ. I am awful at defending. We're going to have to figure this out 20 minutes in. They've had 2 shots. They've scored them both. And I've been unable thus far to break down the opposition in this 4-2-3-1. Maybe it's not the formation that it used to be and is in actual football. Maybe it's not quite a FIFA formation. If there's anything that you guys have tried, either in career mode, ultimate team, or anything like that, do let me know, because I am very much open to suggestions here. Obviously, I must admit, I'm not the best FIFA player, as obviously, as you can tell, we're not even playing an elite level team, and we are strugs at the back here. That's what happens when you lose Ramos and Varane in the same season, I imagine. Let's spray that one out. Camavinga, it's not a good pass at all, my dude. Still, they're just finding spaces left, right, and centre. We throw that out. Benzema gets on it, but there's someone on him straight away. Their CDM, I think they're playing a 4-3-3, is working very, very well for them. Oh, that was dangerous. That was great from their player there, just holding the ball up superbly. I'm just getting tackled left, right, and centre. I'm really, really struggling to break down this AI, which, as I said, is just a statement of how bad a FIFA player I actually am. There we go. A little bit of off. Very well intercepted. This isn't quite the same as playing Ultimate Team, I must admit. I've had years of being cucked by Ultimate Team. Keeper, yes, Courtois, good lad. Good save, but 33 minutes in, this has not been positive. I'm going to need some help from you guys, and also just sheer game time to get better at... Why is it switch me? Why is it switch me? Oh, automatic player switching, not helping me at all there, switching from one defender to the next. Well done, Camavinga. Right, Vinicius Jr., this is what we're all about, guys. We are all about the counter-attack. Can I score? Yes. Okay, we've pulled a goal back. It's a ridiculous counter-attack. Vinicius Jr. seems lightning quick thus far. So it's good to have him in the team for that counter-attacking option. I'd love to have an equivalent of him on the other side, to be perfectly honest. I just don't think Gareth Bale is that guy anymore. Hazard. Oh, can we make it two in quick succession? Does the game feel sorry for me? I go for the low drilled shot. I need to sort my guy out. I don't know if I can now I've started, but it doesn't really matter what my manager looks like. Camavinga on the edge of the area. Do we try something here? Do we try something here? Give it to Bale, who's so left-footed. It's painful. Third finesse shots are relatively broken on this iteration of FIFA so far, so I'm going to try and get one of those in for you. Try and get an opportunity for Benzema, but this dribbling is very nice from this this Chinese team's player. Obviously, I know we have elite level midfielders in Toni Kroos and Luka Modric, but I'm opting for the youth development. Hence, how's he got through? Oh, we should have made it 2-2, but instead it's former Chelsea player Oscar making it 3-1 to the team from Shanghai here. I don't quite know. He's like little raise of the ball, little chip of the ball up. He's done very well there, and he's got through. Carvajal backs away. I'm in absolute shambles. Here we go. Where is Gareth Bale? Gareth Bale really not covering himself in glory here, because he just gets caught like that and he just can't pass the ball unless he's on his left foot. Maybe we run Rodrigo. I'm really not happy with Bale. So let's try Rodrigo. 4-star, 4-star. Could give us a little bit more of an interesting option on that right-hand side. Obviously, I know, guys, don't get me wrong. My defensive abilities are very much lacking, but that's kind of what I like at the start of FIFA. The defensive sort of side of things is really difficult. Experiencing a little bit of lag there. The defensive side of things is really difficult, which is what I actually enjoy until they patch it straight away and make it more like old school FIFA defending. I actually prefer it when it's difficult. Makes you a better player as well. Here we come with Camavinga then. They're going to stand off Benzema. That is a nicely worked goal. Benzema into Hazard. Obviously, Hazard as that central attacking midfielder is nice to have. And we finally have a decent attacking move there. Camavinga driving through from the midfield, used them as a decoy, ball into Benzema, good finish from Hazard in the end. Obviously, it's going to be one of those things. It's not going to be like playing with League 2 players, guys, or someone like Wrexham. Obviously, Wrexham are in the rest of the world. Would be an interesting option to see what they are like. This number 10 keeps turning me inside and out. Right, go on, Rodrigo. Let's see what you're like on this wing. Already feels more nippy and agile. Is he going to get there? No. Probably went a little bit too early with that pass from Benzema. Player switching still not as slick as I'd like it to be. I'm just trying to get Camavinga and it's just not doing it for me thus far. Finally select the Frenchman. I don't understand why Ancelotti's not playing Camavinga more. Absolute talent. Gets there and gets that one away nicely. Benzema looking for it. Hazard. Come on, boys. I went for a little chip and the goalkeeper gets his hand to it. As I said, guys, still learning the process. It's taken me a little bit of time to sort of settle into this. Obviously, we are Real Madrid. We are the better team here. Valverde needs to cover some ground and catch up here, which he has done quite nicely. 62 minutes on the board. We need another goal. I've run my own player into my other centre-back. This is not good. And Ferland Mendy coming up trumps there. I've just noticed Rodrigo's got a... Vinicius has got a player right inside his backside. I get crowded out again. Heel click. Absolutely sold me. Absolute treat there. And they're still working the ball quite nicely. I got absolutely annihilated there. Absolutely annihilated there. Right, this is it. We're through. Rodrigo, can you shoot, my guy? This comes off the crossbar as well. Hazard in the area, can't get the shot away. Rodrigo's shot comes cannoning off the crossbar. We both hit the crossbar almost in simultaneous attacks there. I got rouletted in the penalty area and they drill it against the crossbar. And at the other end of the field, Rodrigo gets put through one-on-one and rifles his against the crossbar. Not very good experience of finishing so far. Scored 2 relative tap-ins. Vinicius is here. He's going to get this. Can we square it? Benzema's there. There's the 3-3. Right, okay. Imagine, guys, if I went into this game and the dead fish is still in. Imagine if I went into this game and got absolutely battered by Shanghai in a pre-season friendly. Would not be the way to do things, would it? So it's 3-3. Obviously on the counter is still an option for us. I'm a little bit worried about potentially a La Liga game or one of the other pre-season games where we've actually got Liverpool in our group. But I'm enjoying the youngsters. I'm enjoying Vinicius so far. I must say, I'm enjoying Eden Hazard at that central attacking midfield role as well. It seems like he drops deep, but also has that burst of pace to get forward. This guy has been shredding me. 1 goal, 2 shots. Doing very, very well in the Asian Elite Cup. 15 minutes more of this one to go. Game's a little bit laggy at the moment. And I don't know why. Goalkeeper... Oh, that was just the goalkeeper taking his time. We win that header. It's a poor one, though. From Ferland Mendy. That was just the goalkeeper time wasting. Unreal. Good save, Courtois. Still not fully au fait with the defending. Vinicius is in loads of space on this side. Come on, can we do some skills, Vinicius? Give it Ferland. Go on, Benzema. Run. Feed the ball to Karim the Dream. Oh, off the post. Give it Camavinga. Go on from there, Eduardo. Drills it straight against the arse of someone. Come on, cover that ground. We cannot lose this game, guys. We cannot lose this game. I don't know why my game is so laggy at the moment. Come on. No. No. Not like this, EA. Not like this. Come on, this is our opportunity here. Rodrigo. Oh, Hazard might be able to get there. He's chipped it all the way back. Oh, goal line technology. The goalkeeper clears it off his line after a ridiculous chip back from the central midfielder. It looks like this is going to end as a draw. I didn't want to make any substitutions really in this one, other than the fact that we were getting Gareth Bale out of here, just because I just kind of wanted to see what everything was all about, see who the players are that I can put some faith into. And Gareth Bale does not look like he is going to be one of them. I really need to get better at defending, as you can see, as I'm about to concede again, I think, and lose this game. Team from Shanghai just nudging it around, and I can't do much about these skill passes or running it into the corner, the heel clicks. We do get the ball clear eventually, and I think that is going to be full time once we get the ball a little bit further up the field, and it is. First game, first experience of FIFA 22, pretty good. I need to figure out how to defend a little bit better, but the team feels pretty good thus far. Excited to see what this season can produce. But the game is a little bit laggy so far. I don't know if that's because it's EA Play and it's not the full version of the game. Here are the goals. We conceded some awful ones. We scored some very basic ones, but we go through. They've had a lot of possession. Maybe I need to work on actual possession of the football moving forward when I actually play these career mode games. We've got some interesting ones coming up. I think we are up against Liverpool or Man City next. It is Man City next, and they beat Liverpool, so that's going to be a very interesting one, guys. So that's where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed this episode 1 of our FIFA 22 career mode with Real Madrid, please do drop a like on it down below. If you are new around here and experiencing the channel for the first time, it would mean a lot if you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're told each and every time that we upload a video in this FIFA career mode series. I'm hoping we can have a very successful season and bring in some of these wonder kids that we can try out in game and see what we can get their potential to whilst we are at Real Madrid. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on another one very, very soon.